Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you Scrub Zero. Good morning to everyone, at least who it's morning to, wherever you are in the world. Greetings. What the hell I had something I was thinking of. Now I can't even remember. Because I'm so damn hungry. Fuck it, now let's I really can't remember what I was going to do this video on. I at least had an idea of where I wanted to go, and now I ain't got nothing. Oh. Well, I'll come up with something. In the meantime, shout out to welcome to HDTV. I still gotta finish watching the rest of the live he did last night. But he was going in, man. He was going in. Wilding out. But no, he was making some good points. So, check that out for yourself. This is welcome to HDTV. Shoot, I might have to do that like non-dex applications. I ain't even gonna go there. I'll say that for a later time and date. Okay, I know where I could go with this. Because this is something I've honestly been wondering for quite a while. And for the life of me, I still don't understand why things still go this way. When we reward, I gotta look more into this, but I gotta figure out, when do we start praising and putting guys on pedestals who, quite honestly, failed, didn't get it done, we praise mediocre guys and guys who come up short. I see, because for me growing up, I remember, ain't no one care if you didn't win. I never. Let me revise that. A participation trophy, that sounds nice. You want to make everyone feel good, but nah, it ain't no participation trophy. Did you win or did you lose? Did you get the job done or did you not? But maybe it's not so much one did putting these guys on pedestals that really came up short a lot of times, and obviously you're not going to win them all, but a lot of opportunities where it's where guys didn't play up or perform up to their expectations, to their capability. Not even the expectation, but to their capability. What you see them do at their best, they couldn't do that in those key moments. And all now, I'm still trying to figure out. Maybe this is how it's always been, and I ain't realize it. I ain't really pick up on it. Some guys you see, maybe this is just how it's always been. And I didn't really understand that it's always been this way until about a year, until really the past few weeks. I can't even say the past year. I was thinking about this. I'm when did this really become a thing where we hype these guys out that don't do nothing? But then I'm nah, this has pretty much been the norm. We try to make these guys look greater than they were, or make them, or try to tear them down and make them look like they really weren't nothing. When if you look at it objectively, you're like, nah, this dude was on point. I'll give you an example. We look at a guy like Peyton Manning. Had the great regular season success. Like when he was on point, it was like, yo, this dude is on point. He getting it done. But when the playoffs came, when you needed to win those big games, Peyton Manning really didn't play well. If you look at the 4 Super Bowls he played in, he really did not play well, and he did not have a good game in any of them. Now he was the MVP of the first one, and he won. I have to take a look at that, but at the game again. But I don't think. But you know why they gave it to him. As a Super Bowl, he's a quarterback everyone loved, so you know he was going to get the MVP as long as he didn't. He wasn't just god awful. He wasn't god awful, but he didn't really play. It wasn't what I would call a good game. Okay. Then you look at a guy like a Tom Brady, who, regardless of however you feel about him, I don't like. Listen. I don't like any. I don't like it. Me personally, I don't like anyone from Boston. Anyone who played for Boston, especially as long as he has, he will forever be the enemy. Even if he were to come to the Giants, I'd like, listen, be on my team. But I still look at him as the enemy. But that's me. Be that as it may, like there was an understanding, like when the game came down to it, more times than not, he'd get it done. Now, did he always get it done? No, but like but like when you think about those big moments, those big games, and it's close, you don't think of Tom Brady as a guy who came up short. You don't look at him as a guy who just gave the game away, because he really didn't do that. So. And now you got this guy in Aaron Rodgers who, for all his accolades, all the highlights he can perform, he has a great stat line. But when you look at that film, and when you get to the postseason, his failures are like, dear goodness, dude has like, Green Bay used to be a place where you go to Green Bay in playoffs, you want to win it. Now, Mike Vick was the first guy who went in and broke that. Shout out to Mike Vick. Was it Mike Vick? I think so. Or was it? I think it was Mike Vick. Was it Mike Vick or Donovan McNabb? The Eagles. Shit, I can't. I think it was Mike Vick. If I'm not, please, like, by all means, let me know in the comment section if I was wrong. But if I'm remembering correctly, it was Mike Vick who beat the Packers in Green Bay. He was the first guy to do it in the postseason. Then you look at Aaron Rodgers, and his success at home has been awful. His first home playoff game, home field advantage, 15-1 season. Go against the Giants. Yeah, that was the unfortunate event of, at that time, the offensive coordinator, Joe Philbin's son, passing away. And I know that wore on them, but listen, they took the field. We don't make excuses. And the Giants came and listen, Aaron Rodgers, he threw for like 300 yards, but he didn't win. He had a bad game. Giants did what they needed to do to hold him down. Final score was 37-20. And to be honest, Green Bay's lucky. A few bad calls and that went for them that didn't go for them, it would have been worse. That score would have been way worse. Like the Giants could have dropped 40, possibly even 50 on them. So, and then the following year he lost I think he was on the road, but they lost to Kaepernick and Aaron Rodgers. Then he gets back to because remember, even the first NFC Championship game, he was awful. He was okay in the Super Bowl, got the MVP, but we know how they favor the quarterbacks. Not that he was bad, he had a good game, but it wasn't like he was that, what people would call transcendent. Like, he wasn't that. But every championship game, first one, nope, he was awful. If Jay Cutler could have stayed healthy, because he got banged up multiple times during that season. If he could have just stayed healthy, it would have been a wrap. Then you talk about the second one against Seattle. They scored 16 in the first half, only 6 in the second half. Come on now, that ain't good. You're supposed to be great Aaron Rodgers. Got to finish that. You got to finish that game. That game out, you got to pull out the win. You can't just score 6 points in the second half. I know they didn't get the ball back, and that was a point of contention with the OT rules that got changed, and people were upset about that. But listen, you had your opportunities, you jacked it up. Once again, a few years later against Atlanta, you just got blown out. Like they didn't even belong on that field. Look at the against San Fran, 3 turnovers. Then he comes back late, but it's too late. That can't happen. And then his latest championship game he was in, bro, like he had the turnovers that they started coming back, but a lot of that was because of the defense. But you caught yourself falling behind. And you couldn't play, and once again, you couldn't play a complete game. You missed Devontae Adams. You didn't run for the touchdown, third down. And your coach didn't have enough confidence in you to kick field goal. Now, for me, I didn't mind the field goal, because I understood what he was doing. But, like, the fact that your coach didn't have enough that went for the field goal as opposed to leaving the ball in your hands, just tell you all you need to know. Aaron Rodgers ain't that dude. And he's at other playoff games. And this past season, again, had home field advantage once again. And the offense can only score 7 points. Come on. Now, obviously, special teams gave up a big play in that Jason, but Aaron Rodgers, you're supposed to be the quarterback. How you only score 7 points? You're supposed to be this great quarterback. Maybe you're a great statistical quarterback, but you're not. Man, you a guy. When it comes to winning and losing games, you a guy. You have proven to be more of a liability than an asset. That's just what it is. I wish I could say it differently, bro, but that's just what it is. But, that's how they've always been. They promote these guys that are just guys, or that maybe could be something if they actually pieced everything together, but they don't. Like Tony Romo, they used to hype him up. He wasn't that good. In my opinion, Phillip Rivers wasn't that good. Every time I got to see him live, he, like, outside of the one Thursday night game against KC, he was bad. The games I got to see of him live. Now I got to see some other games he played well, but he's a guy, in my opinion. Like, he's not the difference maker. He is a guy who needs a lot of help. You go to basketball, a guy like, hey, in fact, I'm even gonna get into basketball because I'm not even going for that headache. But anyone who knows me knows where I was gonna go with that one. So that's how it be. Yeah. So yeah, what I realized is that this is just what it is. We praise guys that don't get it done. We have a history of doing this. And then when they don't get it done, just so many excuses. Like, nah, they didn't get it done. They weren't good. Just stop putting these guys on pedestals because they're just not First of all, we shouldn't be putting anyone on a pedestal. But these guys that can't get it done, there's no reason to keep hyping them up. They just can't get it done. Well, that's what I got on this one. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hit the like button. I should probably start saying that at the beginning of the video, but it is what it is. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Share it. If you're new here, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss my posts. I'm gonna drop a video or go live, because you know how YouTube be doing. Well, even then. But if you ever have an issue, whether it be me or any of your other favorite content creators, you got your notifications on to all and they're not sending them out, hit the icon with the three dots, go to send feedback and let them know that you're not getting your notifications. Gotta make sure it's on all, but that way you do that and stay on top of them with that. Once again, shout out to HDTV. Welcome to HDTV. Who did it this time? Lobo TV. You go subscribe to Lobo. That's L0B0. Both his channels. CX Jose Rodriguez. That's my guy. Definitely go subscribe to my man. Black Mamba King 21 Gaming and Sports. Ticket TV. Polo Sports Talking ENT. Definitely Carcino for Life. All his channels. He really be putting out some good stuff. Oh yeah, I saw what YouTube did to my man last night. Like I saw the replay and I saw they just sabotage, but you know how that goes. But yeah, that's it. This is a long one. I ain't even mean for it to go as long, but that's how it be, man. So until next time, I'm Scrub Zero. And if you want to donate to the page, by all means. You don't have to, but any donations and all will be appreciated. The Cash App is Scrub Zero, just like my username. And that's it. Until next time, I'm Scrub Zero. I'll catch you on the flip side.